Hey, how's it going, everyone? This is your boy Harley, and welcome back with another video, y'all. It's been a hot minute. So, the reason for this video, and I'll be honest with you, I was not gonna make a video about this, but being the fact that I already posted a video on my Instagram about how this crazy woman who has the same name as I do wants to come out of nowhere and blow my Instagram up over some dumb about basketball. Like, I'm at that point where I don't have patience for people like that. So if in case some of y'all are wondering, I made a video on my Instagram in regards to a woman. I posted her story I posted a story a while back. This was sometime, I believe, in September or October. She made racist remarks and she said, white people. That's what she said. She said, white people. She said, any Trump supporters. She was bashing Trump support. I'm not against if you're a Trump supporter, or even at the time of the presidency, if you're a Trump supporter or any Republican that I'm not a fan of, I'm not against you if you are for someone. I don't force people to like what I like. If you like what you like, that's on you. Like, if unless if you like something that's immoral, then I would have to defer my way from you. If you're all about the government, if you're all about, vice versa, I'm that's your opinion. But racist remarks and saying that forget Trump support. I can't be friends with you if you're a Trump supporter. Like, let people be who they want to be, other than a racist. So it just so happened I posted her on on the story, and I censored her face. Now all of a sudden she wants to get back at me. Forget that she's blowing on my Instagram about basketball. I mean, look, I've been down the block numerous times when it came down to basketball. I'm gonna get trash talk. I'm always gonna get criticized and all that too. She happens to be the only hater, but let's just say, hold on, this shirt is baggy as hell. But let's just say I'm not. I don't pay any attention to mine to that BS too. I had my conversations with her. I sent a picture of her when she got arrested, because I got sent a picture of her when she got arrested. I will also am going to show you a clip of what she said, the racist remarks. Now, no, if I do this correctly, it may not show a good portion of her face because it's a screen record. Normally, if it's something that I physically record, it merges better. But because this is a screen recorded video, I screen recorded this from her Snapchat. And I don't know what gave her the right mind to think that this was okay to post on her Snapchat, because her social media is all blocked out of not even having her real pictures. And not blocked out, but it's just she doesn't put her real face on Instagram. She just posts pictures of things. And I feel like people who do that always have something to hide. Like, even if you're promoting art, or unless if you have a separate page, but if that's your only page and you're not posting your face, it shows me that you have something to hide. It makes me feel, I could be wrong. It always makes me feel like that a crime was committed. So I'm just letting y'all know. I'm going to show this clip right now of what she said. And note, if this is too much for you to handle, if this is what you're about to hear, her face is going to beat it. Her name is Harley Love Cohen's Butler. Yes, you got that right. She has my first name, and I don't believe that this is the first time that she's committed a crime, for what I'm also going to mention after I show you this clip, because she is very dangerous, people. When I post people like this, it's to be aware that you gotta stay away from people, or any jobs that are hiring for people and they look to hire a person like her. This is to let them know, do not hire this woman. Do not even make yourself affiliated with this woman. She's not only racist, but she's a high threat to society. And I'll tell you why right after I show you the racist remarks that she makes. So I wouldn't say enjoy, but I hope you take the time to hear this. If you guys don't want to hear these disgusting racist remarks, you are more than welcome to exit the video. But I just want to show you this on my behalf to make sure that you stay away from people like this. Go ahead and take a listen.
Pissed. All my white friends, every last one of y'all, very few that I got, y'all gonna hate me. Cause bitch, I done held my tongue for way too long for y'all, bruh. If you ain't with the shits, if you ain't with the motherfucking movement, you against it. You against me, you against everything I stand for, you against my ancestors, you against my people. So fuck every last one of you. Any Trump supporter I have on here, fuck every last one of you. Any fucking Republican I have on here, fuck every last one of you. Fuck all of you. I dare you to hit my line saying something reckless, bruh. You can get blocked, you can get fought, bruh. At this point, I really don't give a fuck. I'm really ready to throw hands with any of y'all. I'm done. Fuck white people. Nigga, what? Fuck white people. Fuck white people. Y'all cracker jackass some bitches, bro. Y'all ain't done shit for black people. Shit. Not a motherfucking thing, but rape us, pillage us, and goddamn colonize the whole fucking world. So you know what? From now on, fuck that. Y'all ain't even white. Y'all colonizers. What's up, you colonizer?
Yeah, you heard all that, right? Normally, I don't post a lot of things with profanity in it, but if I hope I don't get demonetized. I hope this video doesn't get demonetized when I do post these things. It's just, I do see videos where stuff like that isn't censored out, and the video still remains. But I'm just letting y'all know, like that's something. It's disgusting. Like that video of her doing it. It's technically it's snap, so it is a video, but that video was recorded. I recorded that video in September, and I did her a favor actually, without her even noticing, that I censored her face with an emoji. But it just so happens that when you're asking to do disrespectful, dumb shit in reality, like that's right there. That it's disgusting. You're disgusting as a human being when you're a racist, or you want to blame one skin color for the actions of what's been going on to the BLM movement, or for the Black Lives Matter movement, or for Black lives in general. Now, note, like Black lives, like they matter. Every life matters. Like, I'm speaking this as a white man who has dated black women, and I've dated outside of multiple different races. And I'll be first to tell you that racism is not classy. Racism isn't something that you're born with. With her issue, she did reveal to me. So how it all started was I met her through Messenger. I said this on my Instagram. How I met her through Messenger, Facebook, texted me and all that stuff too. She FaceTimes me. What was all off was that she never wanted to do a phone conversation. She always wanted to FaceTime, which is fine. But in a sense, the fact that it was every phone conversation was a FaceTime, something was a little bit off about that. And because her social media didn't display her face, she made a remark that when she went from Tennessee to Florida, because was coming down to Florida to visit, or actually come live down here for a little bit, just so happened I found out, and she told me she drove down to Florida without a license. I think she told me she got suspended, and she still drove down to Florida. From Arizona. Yeah, it was from Arizona to Florida. If I said the state wrong before, I apologize. But she was from Arizona to Florida, drove all the way down, I think. I could be wrong. Either she took a flight or she drove down. I don't know what happened. Like, I have no... But either way, the fact that she told me she was taking a road trip without a license, that's a dangerous thing too. So that means she has something to hide. How it got to this point was she was staying over at one of my boys' place. Now, I'm not going to release the name on his behalf because I'm doing that for his safety by not releasing his name. Now, as I heard, he texted me, or actually I found out what was going on. I don't know. I forgot what happened, but let's just say I think it was claimed and that he has a dog. His dog was in the cage. And her, who also claims as a dog lover, but the evidence more was towards her. But even then, I said I couldn't take a side at the time because I wasn't physically there. But as time went on, put it this way, he lives in Florida. He didn't get caught by the police. He was the one that called. Actually, she called the police. She sent the video of that. But he quoted stating that this is why you go to state doing some BS like this. So his dog was in a cage. She rattled that cage. She's claiming that he did it, but he said that she did it. That his dog was in the cage and she was rattling it, throwing it around, and the dog is like a puppy, I think, was in the cage, and the dog was scared for its life at that point too. And I believe that she was threatening to throw that dog in the water while it was in the cage. Now, note, I mean, it's disgusting, people. She's saying that he said that, but I've known that man for a good time, a very good time. If he was caught doing any of that stuff, now knowing that the evidence they had towards against her, that's something. There is something. Then that concludes everything. And so I remember there was one time I was trying to talk to her. I'm trying to read her body. I told her I'm not taking this out. I'm just trying to read her body language. It was a little bit off because I took psychology classes. I was trying to read what she was trying to tell me to see if she was BSing or not. It felt like she was trying to force herself to hide whatever she tried to state what she had. So then, how about a little bit after that, like, she went on to go ahead and say what I just showed you was that clip of her making these racist remarks about white people. Now, quote, note, like, why do I keep saying that? Note, I don't condone racism. I don't condone violence. I don't condone trying to hurt people to show that there's a right when it doesn't help justify that. And I say it before, racism isn't something that you're born with. It's a choice. Like, what you're born with is like autism. What you're born with is Asperger's, and that's what she told me that she has is Asperger's. Like cerebral palsy, any of those, or diabetes. That's stuff that you're born with, or like sometimes you're born with diabetes, like, or like like I'm not a doctor, but that's something that you're also born with, or sometimes you get developed. Now, note, you aren't born racism. You like being viewed as a racist is like being viewed as also a child predator, or being viewed as a KKK member, or being viewed as a Nazi. Those four things aren't something that you're born with. It's how you're presented. And that's not like what she posted. Even if she felt any remorse, you can't say that's a mistake. And I know that she stands by it. I also have the text messages of when she said, if it weren't for our people, like if it weren't for white people, our people, and I'm quoting this, if it weren't for white people, our people wouldn't have gone through the slavery, the raping, and everything you went through. White people, she stated, white people are the reason why that black people are slaved and get the abuse the way that we do. I'm like, the racism is everywhere. You know I encountered when I was at the LA Fitness basketball court and someone told me that I was wide open. He says, man, I go past a white boy, Paul. What do white people do? I got that before. That's another racist remark. So my point is this. I want you... There's no point. It's what I'm stating right now. Her name is Harley Love Cohen's Butler. She is a high-risk danger, okay? She told... I have her picture of her police report. I'm not going to put that on here because of the way how the video merges. So I gotta go through a little bit more editing to figure out how I can do that a little bit better. If people are interested to see what the message is, you know my Instagram. It's game2pure underscore 94, playmaker underscore 94, which is my Snapchat, and my Facebook is Harley Pine. All right, I'm gonna put that in the description down below. But please, 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 you got to watch out for her, so because she's a racist Karen, pretty much. Like, she's pretty much like a Karen. Like, she's using the excuse that white people, or making the claim that white people are the reason why black people go through the racist situations. She's basically saying, because I've gotten the message to being told that I'm like, Harley, you gotta understand there's also white privilege. And then you know what? I agree with that. But you think if there's a thing called white privilege, why does that excuse her for saying white people? Why does she have to say F-U-C-K, white people? Why do you think that's right? It's not. That doesn't excuse anything. Like, people were told, like, Harley, we also understand white privilege. I understand white privilege, but that's not a time to mention white privilege when she stated what she stated. Now, no, I do think white privilege is BS, because here's why. I'm just using this as an example because I am all against racism. Racism is low class. You're scum if you're a racist. If a black person has more credentials to go for a high organized job, where he's able to have the previous positions to where he's working and applying for that current position, for him to have a higher power, and for him to be able to for him to be deemed successful in this business, but a white person doesn't have as many credentials as that black person, guess who they're going to give the job to? Sometimes it's going to be that white guy. And it's BS because I don't know what they view in that situation, but if you're smart, if you have more of a background to, I forgot what it is. If you have more qualities, if you have more, I forgot what that word is called. Oh my God. I'm going to be so mad when I end this video and I don't know what that word is. Yeah. If you have more personal tools, I'll say. If you have more qualities, personal tools, and able to meet the criteria of what the business wants you to do, it shouldn't matter about a race. It should never matter about race. You either are qualified or you're not qualified. But skin should not dictate the qualification of whether you enter this job criteria or not. It's BS. So, I'm sorry. White privilege has nothing to do with her racist remarks. Like, she also stated, like, I bet my family, I built your family's grave. Forgot what she said. I would have to look back at the text, but I've sent some to some people, but I'm just letting you know now. She then also blew up on my Instagram, trying to blow up at every comment saying, oh, you trash basketball and all that stuff too. Listen, the fact that you go ahead and do it on one a page or one post is already enough. The fact that you do it on nearly every page, I have to block her to have her stop doing that, because it's just, she's like literally harassed me. I had to block her. She was harassing me just only about basketball. So, I mean, I don't know, like, didn't she mention my teammates' names? I don't know, a former teammate and my current teammate. I don't know how she knew them. She's saying she's never mentioned a day of basketball in my life, which I'm not going to get focused on that. Like, here's my thing. If people don't enjoy my content or they don't like what I post, that's all up to you. I'm not against what you tell me. I'm not against if there's something wrong with my page or not. If you don't enjoy my content, you can unsubscribe and you can unfollow me through all my social media platforms and then take it from there. I don't have anything against people, but once you go ahead and cross that line of trying to constantly harass me on Instagram, I blocked her already, so she's out of the picture. But she's a high-risk danger, okay? She admitted that she drove across the states, state by state, and the person that she was staying with told me this, and she did it without a license because her license is suspended, okay? She already admitted that she's a racist, okay? She already got arrested and her mugshot is already up online. Okay? So, and then after she got released, supposedly, how about she left the States? If you put all those four together, you know that she's a danger. She says she has a business, but once I post this video, I hope that that business sees this and realizes that racist people should not be hired. Like, this is a world of equality. And then the fact that she's had this background of her doing bad things, like, it's immoral what she's doing. She doesn't deserve the benefit that a successful person deserves. And I'm just letting you know, if you come across that face, if you see her, please keep your distance. If you feel endangered around her, because she carried a samurai sword as her line of defense that she traveled with as the person for her line of defense because she felt threatened. But he didn't feel threatened that you're putting her dog in a cage and then rattling it around. So I'm just letting you all know, please be safe from her. If you feel like that you're in danger from her, call the police. If you feel that you're friends with her and you feel that she might cause harm to you, call the police. Stay away from her, please. I beg of you. I've already had my encounter with her through social media, and I'm glad that I didn't meet her as an actual person, because I don't know what she would have done to me. Okay? She was already in jail, and the person that she's opposing that was a bad person, he didn't get locked up. So what does that tell you? She's the danger. Okay? So, please, stay safe. The last thing I need is people who I know or people get in this situation because of her own wrongdoing, because of her remorseless acts. Okay, so I love y'all. Thank you all for tuning in. I'm gonna see y'all later. Holler me later, and please be safe. Yeah.